Okay guys, today what we're going to be working on is lesson 3.3, which is pretty much a follow-up of Friday's lesson, which was 3.2. And 3.3 is very simple. We're going to multiply with decimals. Today is pretty much just the algorithm of it. It's just simply solving it. It's no pictures, but it's the showing of the multiplication. Okay. All right, so for example, if I had the number 4 2/10 times 4, okay? So what's essentially happening here is this, okay? What is essentially happening is you are multiplying 4 times 2/10. Well, or just like yesterday, the previous one, it's 2/10 4 times. So we could say 2/10 4 times. 2, 4, 6, 8 tenths. You could look at it pictorially. 2/10 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths. Okay, so that's our 8 tenths. Okay, just like the other way. 4 wholes times 4 wholes is 16 wholes. If I were to line up my decimals, it would look like that. Okay, 8 plus 0 is 8. 16, so 16 and 8 tenths. So again, this is how it looks, but as far as when you're doing the true multiplication of it, 4 2/10 times 4. Honestly, it's the regular multiplication, okay? So it's going to be 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. Now this is when I was talking about moving the decimal. You move the decimal once, that's the tenths. You have to insert back the tenths. So it's 16 and 8 tenths. Okay. Very quickly moving on. Again, I want to show you what it means and then show with the moving of the decimals. Okay. So let's do 5 and 4/10 times 5. Okay, so let me show you how it is normally. Okay, 5 times 4 is 20. Carry my 2. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 2 more is 27. Tenths, tenths. So my answer is 27 and no tenths, or I can simply write 27 wholes. Okay, so let me show you exactly what's going on. So what's going on is you're doing 5 times 4/10, which is the same thing as 1, 2, 3, 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4/10. And 1, 2, 3, 4/10. Right? Because it's 4/10 5 times. And that's exactly what's happening here. 5 times 4/10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tenths is 1 whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my second whole. There's my first whole. That's why it's 0 tenths 2 wholes. Then I'm going 5 times 5, because there's 5 wholes times 5 wholes. 5 times 5 is 25. 26, 27 wholes. Pretty simple, nothing major. All right, go ahead and turn to your page, workbook page 118. Turn to your workbook 118. Let's go ahead and do a couple of these problems together. Let's look at question number 1. All it is asking is you're placing the decimal point in the product. Again, factor times a factor equals a product. So that's why it's the answer. 6 and 81 hundredths times 7 wholes. So you have the number 4767. So your decimal movement. This is where multiplication of decimals is different than adding and subtracting. You don't bring it down. You're moving it. Okay? So when you're moving your decimal, one movement's tenths, one movement's hundredths. Come back down here. tenths, hundredths. Well, guess what? 47 and 67 hundredths. Tenths, hundredths, tenths, hundredths. So therefore my answer should be hundredths. Okay, number 2. All we're doing is adding the decimal. 3 and 7/10 times 2. Again, the number is 7 and 4. The digits are 7 and 4. All right, we're moving our decimal. Tenths. So we start here, tenths. So my answer is 7 and 4/10. Again, one movement is tenths. Therefore, my answer should be tenths. All right, let's go ahead and skip down to question number 4. 6 and 32 hundredths times 3. Again, regular multiplication, just being cognizant of your decimals at the end. You only worry about decimals at the end. 3 times 2 is 6. Again, this is really 3 times 2 hundredths is 6 hundredths, or 3 2 hundredths is 6 hundredths, okay? Again, just like I were to say here, 3 times, so 2 hundredths, 2 hundredths, 2 hundredths, 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundredths. 3 times 3 tenths, 3 tenths, 3 tenths, 3 tenths. 3, 6, 9 tenths. 3 wholes times 6 wholes is 18 wholes. Tenths, hundredths, tenths, hundredths, which would give me 18 and 96 hundredths. How can I prove that? Do I have 9 tenths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many hundredths? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? All right, let's look at number 6. So say it with me, 40 and 7 hundredths times 5. Again, this is 5 wholes. This is where you have to understand you're multiplying 5 wholes. So this would be 7 tenths 5 times. So 7 times 5 is 35, so it's 5 tenths with 3 holes. Why is that 3 holes? Because right here's my decimal. This is the ones place. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, ready for your decimal movement? We're moving it one time, which is the what place? The tenths place. So therefore the tenths place. So my answer is 203 and 5 tenths. Okay, go ahead and turn to page 120. Go ahead and turn to page 120. Okay, we're on page 120. It says a hummingbird weighs 5 and 8/10 grams. If the hummingbird eats 8 times its body weight each day, how much does it do? How much will it eat in 4 days? Okay, so again, if he eats 5 and 8/10 grams, if he's eating 8 times that, okay, 8 times that each day, 8 times 8 is 64, carry my 6. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 6 is 46. Okay, so now I'm not done. Yes, that's on there, but I got to go back and justify, just like your purple hexagon. Hexagon. How much does the bird eat in 4 days? Well, what is this then? This is how much he eats each day, because this is 8 times each day. So then I go each day 4 more times. 46 and 4/10 times 4 wholes, because these are my days. 4 times 4 is 16, carry my 1. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 more is 25, carry my 2. 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18. Tenths, 85 and 6/10. All right, use a symbol. Which expression shows the distributive property to find this? So again, this is the distributive property. We've talked about this. Okay, well, what do I do here? Okay, I do 9 times 7 hundredths is what I'm doing. Then I do 9 times 1/10. Then I do 9 times 5. This is exactly the distributive property. Okay? So I'm obviously not doing A. So then I look here. Again, this is 5 1/10. So I'm multiplying 9 and 5 1/10 and then adding the 7 is, first of all, that's a 7 wholes. That's not a 7 wholes. That's 7 hundredths. 9. So then do I add 5 1/10 times, do I add 5 1/10 plus 7, 5 1/10 plus my 7, and then multiply that by 9? No. Because again, your parentheses you must do first. Parentheses go first. Your parentheses. So am I adding 5 wholes plus 17 hundredths? Do I have 5 wholes in 17 hundredths? Yes, I do. And then am I multiplying that by 9? Yes, I am. All right, number 21. The cost to park a car in the parking lot is $1.10 per hour, or 1 10/100. Malik parks his car for 4 hours on Monday, 4 hours on Tuesday, 4 hours on Wednesday. How much did he spend in all? Well, first of all, how long or how many hours did he do this total? We've got 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, and 4 on Wednesday. That's going to give me 12. Okay, so I've got 1 1/10 times 12. Okay, I could go over here and make this like this. Why? Because I'm essentially taking my 0 off. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Same thing I do here. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 2, 3, 1. Took off my 0. Please make sure you add your 0. Okay? So, going to, again, I've got to realize my original amount was here. So, tenths, hundredths, tenths, hundredths. So, $13.20. Finally, 22, every day on his walk to and from school. Remember, to and from school, he walks a total. So this is telling you, this is the round trip, guys. To and from is this. If he walks to school for 5 days, how many miles will he have walked? So it's already telling you. If it didn't say to and from, you would have to do what to this? You would have to multiply that by 2 in order to get your round trip. But the fact is that it's already telling you where he is walking and how far his round trip is. That's a significant difference. So you're going to take 3 65 hundredths, multiply that by 5. Why? Because it says for 5 days repeatedly. So again, this is repeated addition. I could, in theory, do this. Why can I do that? Because repeated addition is the same as multiplication. But because we're in 5th grade, we're taking this and moving it here. Okay? We could use this as a way to check, but as far as doing it quicker and more precise, this way's fine, but this way's faster. Sorry, guys. So 5 wholes times 5 hundredths is really 25 hundredths. Okay? 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 more is 32, or 3 wholes and 2 tenths. 5 times 3, because I'm doing 2 whole numbers, so 5 wholes times 3 wholes is 15, 16, 17, 18. Tenths, hundredths, tenths, hundredths. 18 and 25 hundredths. I want you to notice all of my answer choices, ladies and gentlemen. All of my answer choices has a 1, 8, 2, and a 5. So you must understand how to move your decimals and how to insert them back into the problem, because it is going to make a significant difference. So if I have 2 tenths hundredths, I should have tenths hundredths, and my answer should have hundredths. Okay? Just like up here, I had tenths, my answer should be in the tenths. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're simply going to go to 3.3 on your goal pages. This right here is just finding the product. So for instance, number 1, 7 12/100ths times 4. 4 times 2/100ths is 8/100ths. 4 times 1/10 is 4/10ths. 7 wholes times 4 wholes is 28. Tenths, hundredths, tenths, hundredths. Again, right here. Let's go to number 6. 42 1/10 times 2. 2 times 1/10 is 2/10ths. 2 wholes times 2 wholes is 4 wholes. 2 times 4 wholes is 8. Tenths, tenths. Okay, very simple. Right here, you're going to read the word problems, front and back, all the way to 21. When you're done, you're going to, when you're done, you're going to turn this in, mark your name off the file folder.